Okay, we're going to talk BaseCamp and docs and files. So we're in the HQ, the MBI HQ. So when you come into files, there's a couple different ways that you can do this. You can see these are shaped, kind of like a folder, and then these ones are more like a file. So you're able to come up here and you could make a new folder, or you can upload files right away. You can also start a doc. So you might be, let's say, in a meeting and you just want to do something quick. So you could take some notes and make it simple. And then you can go ahead and either post the docs, you can say who you want to be notified that was there. Very quick to do that, and you just hit save as a draft. You can come back to it later, or I can go ahead and post it. And right now, I'm going to just say don't notify anyone. All right, so now when I go back in docs and files, we're going to see this is right here. And depending on where I want to move it, it could be in a folder or it could sit by itself, but it kind of makes sense to maybe move it over to staff meeting and just have it sit there. All right, so, but let's say we want to go ahead and we want to upload a file. So this is basically going to be uploading from somewhere on your desktop. So we'll just pick a file here and let's go ahead and upload it. And I may want to make a note or something. This was a board of directors, has nothing to do with this discussion, but let's just say this was notes from our meeting on November. Okay, and then I'm not gonna let anybody know right now, but sometimes it's nice to let people know who were in the meeting or if everybody needs to know. So we'll go ahead and post the project, and you can see that it shows up there. There can also be a discussion that follows if needed. And then we come back to docs and files. We can see it there. And if we want to move it into another folder, we can, or maybe we want it just to sit out there, and that's fine too, right there. But let's say we want to get rid of it, which I do. I'm going to go ahead and click on it, and I can just say put in the trash, and it will go away. Let's say you want to upload from a link. So you just want to click new, and let's say Google Drive. You can use Dropbox, OneDrive, but most of us will be using Google Drive. And it's going to ask you for the URL drive right here. So then what you'll want to do is go over to Google Drive. So here's one that's in our shared drive for MBI under MBI org docs, and it's John Briggs MBI history. Maybe that's something that would be interesting to you or to everybody. So we'll right click and we can go ahead and move it to get shareable link. And we will now come back in here and we can paste that shareable link. And we're going to label this John Briggs history of MBI and blah, 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 blah. And it's a other because it's a PDF and we won't notify anybody at this point. So we'll go ahead and post it, and it's posted. So let's view on Google. So it was a PDF, so I can either open it in PDF, I can download it, so a variety of different things that you can do at this point. All right, so when we go back to docs and files, we now see John Briggs attachment. So I could go ahead and move that into miscellaneous, and there we go. Let's say that we want to do a file in Google Drive, and this time we want to do a Google Doc. So let's just go ahead for the fun of it and we'll pick one of these top threes. This is a Google Doc here, we can go ahead and go to share, because one thing we have to always make sure is that these documents are shared, because depending on which folder they're in over here, not everybody has access to it, and if you don't share it or get a shareable link, it won't work. So one way to always make it work is just to do a shareable link, or you can go ahead and share it with people. So let's preview this document. Probably the easiest for now would just be just to do the shareable link, and it was copied, and that shareable link now is for everybody to be able to view. So we can come back here, do top 3, paste in the link, and this should be a Google Doc. And let's see what it looks like. All right, so now we can see this Google Doc, the top 3. You can click to see who's has access. You can see it's part of the MBI documents, all these people, including MBI, which office, which is pretty much everybody. So you can go ahead and add people there if you want to. Again, the other easy way to do this is to make sure the sharing link is on, which it is, and then you could just copy that shareable link. So there's multiple ways to do this, but just always make sure that that link is shared, because if not, nobody can access the file. Okay, so now we're back at Docs and File, and if we come in here, we can see that our top 3 is in there. I already have this saved somewhere, so we actually don't need it. So let's just go ahead and put it in the trash.